am back. My name is Charles here at Nutrition 101, and we are going to finish up our skin makeover part 2, 2.1, because part 2 was what kind of food we're going to take in. Part 2.1 is going to be what kind of supplements and vitamins to take in to help ourselves have better skin. So let's begin. Class is in session. All right. So we have first raw vitamin B complex. When I say raw, I mean we don't want a supplement that is synthetic B vitamins. So the best way to get this, obviously through food, right? But we live busy lifestyles, okay? So how do we get these B vitamins? Well, one of them is a raw B complex, and you'll know that because on the label it will actually say the list of food sources, rather than just giving you these high doses of vitamin B where then you know it's going to be synthetic, and they don't give you any really food source. I use Garden of Life. They actually make that. You can get it on Amazon. It's a raw, it says raw vitamin B complex. You can get you want to do the emphasis on B2, 6, and 7, and 12, but why separate them? Just get them all in one B complex. B vitamins are great for producing more red blood cells, for all neurological function, cognitive function, right? It combats stress, and as we know, stress is going to destroy the skin because it attacks our bodies. Cortisol levels go up, hormone imbalances, right? And then right away it attacks our body in some way. You can get autoimmune diseases from this. So get your raw B vitamins. Another way to do this is through nutritional yeast, which tastes great, right? Sounds gross, but it's not gross. Get the unfortified, because you don't want something that's stripped from its original healthy state and then pumped back into it with synthetic vitamins. So you want to get unfortified vitamin B nutritional yeast, and tastes like cheese. You can make a quick mac and cheese with some organic butter. That's the way I like to do it, but again, you have to eat a lot of that and every day to get those B vitamins, but it is one really good way to get it. Might as well just go to a supplement. It's a water soluble vitamin. That means you just can't get too much of it. Overload with it. You can't overdose. Take it in as much as you can. B deficiencies can cause cracked lips, rashes, wrinkles, deplete our collagen, which we'll get into, rosacea, and my favorite, psoriasis, which I had dealt with for many years. So folks, you don't have to take my word for it, but please, it's okay when you are dealing with someone on YouTube, a blogger, deal with someone who's been through it, who kind of walked the walk, right? Doesn't just talk the talk. You want to listen to somebody who's did their research and has the knowledge. And I'm not to say I have the most knowledge, right? But I have the knowledge in these areas that I'm speaking about. So whoever it is that you watch, and hopefully you have your favorites, because I have my favorites as well, just make sure you do the research and listen to the guys who've been through exactly what you're going through. Okay, moving on. Collagen. So collagen, as we all know, we can't get enough of that, right? Everybody wants to get collagen, but they want to pump it into our bodies. I love my collagen. Collagen is a protein found in skin, right? And guess what skin is, right? It is the largest organ on our body, okay? People don't know that, right? So we have to take care of that. So obviously, we need to put a little work into that, okay? So collagen gives our skin its elasticity and strength, right? So if we start to deplete collagen, what happens naturally anyway as we age, we start to deplete our collagen stores. We start to get wrinkles, a little bit of saggy skin. Our skin is not as plump and soft and glowing as it used to be. So we want to make sure we get enough collagen to help fix that. The best way to do that is through bone broth. Like I spoke about in the last segment in 2.0, is you could make your own bone broth. But one of the best ways to do that is a supplement, right? It was a powder. So a bone broth collagen powder. That's the way I get it. I do that twice a day. I also take a supplement pill, which has collagen type 2, which we get from chicken, right? Best way to get collagen in general is through animal-based foods, organic, grass-fed beef, and chickens. Make sure it's organic, otherwise it wouldn't even be worth eating that because of all the other things added to that, like hormones and steroids and antibiotics, which kills all the good bacteria in our body, which we need for healthier skin. Okay, so moving on. Zinc, right? It's a trace mineral, right? So trace minerals in definition mean minerals that we need small amounts of, but they're also kind of hard to find in food. Well, not that hard to find in food, but to get the amount that we need on a daily basis. So zinc is our immune mineral, right? So we have our immune vitamin and our immune mineral. So we don't want to compromise immune system, right? Because that's going to equal inflammation. And obviously every time we have inflammation, that's going to attack our bodies in different ways, like we spoke about. So the people that are usually zinc deficient are people with gut issues, like leaky gut or inflammation or candida, or because we can't absorb the nutrients the way we need to. So it's not, again, what we eat, it's what we absorb, right? So if you're not absorbing these nutrients, and this can happen from lack of vitamin D, vitamin K, calcium, not getting enough sunlight. This can cause us to not be able to digest and absorb the vitamins the way we need to. And it also works really good with vitamin A, which we're going to get into. So we need our zinc. You could take up to 100 milligrams a day. I do 50 in the morning, 50 at night, especially during my endurance events or in the cold and flu season when there's less sun. And you don't just have to have issues internally to become vitamin deficient, specifically zinc. You could just be an athlete like myself. I was zinc deficient, and this can cause hair loss and skin issues, obviously. But yeah, endurance athletes tend to be zinc deficient, or CrossFitters out there, anyone that overtrains and works hard, sometimes not giving yourself rest, you're going to deplete your zinc stores pretty quickly. So we want to make sure you get that to help boost your immune system, because anytime we have any emotional or physical stress, our immune system is going to get compromised. Plus, zinc is really good for white blood cell production and platelets, and so get it in. Okay, adaptogenic herbs, by definition, it means healing herbs, healing specifically the adrenal glands. Okay, the adrenal glands are in charge of our cortisol levels, thyroid function, hormones, right? So if those are out of control, which very often they are, if you live a stressful life, be it emotional or physical stress, cortisol levels go up, attacks our body or wreaks havoc on our body, and our skin is not going to look very good for it. It ages our body. So it ages us, right? We don't want that. What's one of the things that happens with stress is that we start to look older, and that happens when we're deficient in vitamins. We start to age pretty quickly. So ashwagandha and rhodiola are the two best that I've tried. I take them every day. Ashwagandha sometimes twice a day. I also do that on my training days and my competitions, because my body is going to be under a lot of physical stress, right? So they help me adapt. Hence the name, adaptogenic herbs. Helps my body adapt to stress, be it emotional or physical, because we want to keep our stress levels down, and that equates to healthier overall skin. Okay, probiotics. We spoke about this before, and we're going to speak about it many, many, many times. We want to kill the bad bacteria in our body. We can do this through food, obviously, naturally occurring probiotics in kombucha, in sauerkraut, especially one that you make yourself. But again, food. Sometimes we live busy lives. We can't get everything we need. Like with B vitamins, we're busy. We just can't get all this food, and so we take a probiotic pill. A soil-based is one of the better ones that you can get. But if not, just do your research. There are ways to pick out good probiotic where you're not paying too much for certain things that you don't need that's on the label. But we'll get into that in another video. So we want to kill the bad bacteria, we need to help keep good bacteria, which we need for our skin. Omega-3 fish oil, right? This is a very hydrating oil. It hydrates the skin, fights inflammation, and it helps us to absorb fat soluble vitamins, right? Because if we have these fat soluble vitamins like calcium, like D, like K, which helps move calcium through the body, if we can absorb these vitamins properly, it leaves calcium deposits, and basically some other issues could happen down the line. So we need to be able to absorb them and get them into our body and put them where they need to go. And fat helps us do that. That's one of the reasons why we need to eat healthy fats. Fish oil is a very efficient way to do that. Get that through supplement form, through salmon, sockeye salmon. Make sure it's wild caught. Doesn't have to be sockeye, but just make sure it's wild caught salmon. Fatty fish really works good. Plus the other healing properties like antimicrobial, which means stops the production of bad bacteria. Okay, you can get that in a good supplement form. Make sure you can be able to trace the fish oil, where it comes from. Number 7, beta carotene. We can get this through food. Everybody knows it for it being in carrots, hence the name, carotene, right? But guess what? We can get beta carotene through leafy greens, even more than carrots. And that transforms into vitamin A. Okay, we can take a vitamin A supplement, but just to clarify, supplements are really there just to fill in the gaps, right? So whatever we're not getting through our food, we want to take in through a supplement. Because it's hard, we live busy lives, right? We try to eat well, I eat well, but sometimes I just don't have the time. I'm on a budget, and I can't always get the food I need and the vitamin nutrients I need. So I get it through supplements. It's quick, it's easy, and I make sure my body stays healthy. I'm 43 years old, 43, and I really take care of my skin. If I'm not working, I'm not taking care of my kids, I'm not competing, I'm taking care of myself, because that's important to me. So you get your beta carotene. Vitamin A is very good for acne, but again, we're not just talking about the face here, we're talking about overall skin. Vitamin A is one of the best. Okay, so just to recap, we want to make sure we get our vitamin B. No matter what list you look at, no matter who you listen to, if there are skin issues, vitamin B is going to be on that list. So we get your vitamin B, and I would say collagen is always going to be on that list. You want to treat skin issues, you want to just look better and just have overall better skin, even if you don't necessarily have skin issues, collagen is the way to do it. Obviously hyaluronic acid and glucosamine, chondroitin, and all that. Omega-3 fish oil actually helps with skin a lot, because healthy fats help that in general. Zinc, it's our immune mineral. Vitamin C is our immune vitamin, but we need zinc. We want to keep that immune system healthy. Adaptogenic herbs, healing herbs, keeps our cortisol levels at bay, helps with our hormone imbalance. Probiotics, that's always going to be on a list. And omega-3 fatty fish oils. Again, fish oil in general helps with skin and fights inflammation. And of course, vitamin A, which would be another vitamin that you'll see on most recommendations when we talk about healing the skin. Okay, thank you again for tuning in and watching. And that about wraps it up for Skin Makeover Part 2. We're going to move on to Part 3, which is going to be what we can do topically. And that's going to be really fun and interesting. So make sure you share this information, hit that like button, and make sure you keep yourself posted for what's coming up next by hitting that notification bell. This way you don't miss any video uploads. Again, my name is Charles, here at Nutrition 101, where we eat our medicine and we try to take you through a journey to live an overall healthier lifestyle. Talk again real soon. Class dismissed. Hey, don't you want to look younger?